Integrating philosophical insights into daily life isn't about adopting a rigid set of rules. It's about cultivating a mindset that allows you to approach life's challenges with greater awareness, intentionality, and resilience. This involves a conscious effort to integrate reflection and critical thinking into your daily routines, transforming them from mere actions into meaningful experiences. One practical starting point is cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness, often associated with meditation, is more broadly the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This isn't about emptying your mind, but rather about observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting carried away by them. By practicing mindfulness, even for a few minutes each day, you can increase your self-awareness, reducing the power of automatic reactions, and fostering a more deliberate approach to your actions. This heightened awareness extends beyond simply noticing your thoughts and emotions. It involves acknowledging the underlying assumptions and biases that shape your perceptions. For example, the next time you find yourself irritated by a traffic jam, pause and examine your feelings. Are you truly angry at the situation itself? Or is your anger fueled by underlying anxieties about time management or a feeling of lack of control? By identifying these underlying factors, you can begin to address them, thereby reducing the intensity of your emotional responses. Another crucial element is engaging in self-reflection. This involves regularly taking time to examine your values, beliefs, and goals. Journaling is an excellent tool for this process. By writing down your thoughts and feelings, you create space for introspection and identify patterns in your behavior and emotional responses. This isn't about self-criticism, but about understanding yourself better. Ask yourself questions like, what truly matters to me? What are my strengths and weaknesses? What kind of person do I want to be? What are my deepest fears and aspirations? Self-reflection allows you to align your actions with your values, creating a sense of purpose and authenticity in your life. This alignment isn't always easy. It requires courage to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and make difficult choices. However, the long-term reward is a life lived with greater integrity and meaning. The application of philosophical concepts, like existentialism, can significantly enrich this self-reflection. Existentialism emphasizes personal responsibility and freedom of choice. Understanding this philosophy can empower you to take ownership of your life, realizing that you are not merely a product of your circumstances, but an active creator of your own destiny. This doesn't mean ignoring external factors, but rather acknowledging their influence while maintaining agency in your decisions. For example, facing a job loss can be devastating, but an existentialist perspective would encourage you to see this not as the end, but as an opportunity for self-discovery and exploration of new possibilities. The challenge becomes not to dwell on what was lost, but to focus on what can be gained. This includes exploring alternative career paths, developing new skills, and reevaluating your values and priorities. Furthermore, incorporating Stoic principles into your daily life can foster resilience and emotional stability. Stoicism emphasizes virtue, reason, and living in accordance with nature. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, and to accept what we cannot control, external events. This doesn't mean passive resignation, but rather a conscious effort to manage our reactions to events. When faced with setbacks, instead of succumbing to negative emotions, a Stoic approach encourages focusing on the present moment and responding rationally and effectively to the situation. For example, if a project at work goes wrong, the Stoic perspective is not to blame yourself excessively or get swept up in feelings of failure, but to analyze the situation, identify areas for improvement, and move forward constructively. This process builds resilience, helping you navigate life's inevitable challenges with greater composure. The pursuit of knowledge and understanding is also crucial for a meaningful life. Philosophy provides a framework for critical thinking, helping us to question assumptions and biases, thereby developing more nuanced and informed perspectives. This means actively seeking out diverse viewpoints, engaging in respectful dialogue, and continually challenging our own beliefs. Reading philosophical texts, attending lectures, or engaging in discussions with others who hold differing opinions can broaden our perspectives and enhance our understanding of the world and our place within it. This isn't merely about acquiring information, but about fostering intellectual curiosity and a lifelong commitment to learning and growth. The world is constantly changing, and our understanding of it should evolve alongside it. Stagnation in thinking leads to rigidity and hinders our ability to adapt and thrive. Another practical strategy involves fostering meaningful connections with others. Humans are social beings, and our relationships play a vital role in our well-being and sense of belonging. Cultivating empathy and compassion towards others is crucial for creating positive and meaningful relationships. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others, while compassion involves acting on that understanding to alleviate suffering. These qualities are not innate. They are developed through conscious practice. By actively listening to others, showing genuine interest in their lives, and offering support during difficult times, we build stronger relationships and contribute to a more compassionate world. These interactions shouldn't be superficial. They require time, effort, and genuine engagement. The time invested in building deep, authentic relationships is a cornerstone to a fulfilling life. Finally, contributing to something larger than ourselves can provide a profound sense of purpose and meaning. This might involve volunteering, engaging in social activism, or pursuing a career that aligns with your values. By contributing to a cause you believe in, you create a sense of connection and purpose, enriching your life while making a positive impact on the world around you. This action moves beyond individual self-reflection and expands to a more communal sense of responsibility. The act of contributing to a larger cause can instill a feeling of belonging and reduce feelings of isolation, which are common components of existential angst. Whether this contribution is on a large scale, such as fighting for social justice, or on a smaller scale, such as volunteering at a local charity, the act of giving back brings a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Integrating these philosophical insights into your daily life is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of self-discovery, learning, and growth. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, but by embracing these challenges with awareness, intentionality, and resilience, you can cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world, leading to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Remember that the goal is not perfection but progress, a continuous striving towards self-improvement and a more authentic and purposeful existence. The process itself is often as valuable, if not more so, than the end result. Each step taken towards self-awareness, each act of compassion, and each moment of mindful reflection contributes to a richer, more meaningful life. The journey of self-discovery is ongoing, offering new opportunities for growth and understanding at every turn. Embrace the journey and savor the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Building resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about developing the internal strength to navigate it. Life inevitably throws curveballs, job losses, relationship breakdowns, health crises, and personal setbacks. The key to thriving amidst adversity isn't eliminating challenges, but cultivating the mental and emotional fortitude to face them head-on. This involves a multifaceted approach encompassing cognitive reframing, emotional regulation, and proactive self-care. One powerful tool is cognitive reframing, a technique that involves challenging negative thought patterns and replacing them with more realistic and helpful ones. When faced with a setback, our minds often gravitate towards catastrophic thinking, exaggerating the negative aspects of the situation and minimizing any potential positives. For instance, losing a job might trigger thoughts like, "I'll never find another job," or "I'm a complete failure." Cognitive reframing encourages us to challenge these automatic negative thoughts. Instead of focusing on the perceived permanence and pervasiveness of the setback, we ask ourselves, is this thought truly accurate? What evidence supports it? What are alternative interpretations of the situation? In the case of job loss, a more balanced perspective might be, this is a difficult situation, but it's not the end of the world. I have valuable skills and experience, and I can use this time to explore new opportunities. This process requires conscious effort and practice, but over time it can significantly improve our ability to cope with stress and adversity. Furthermore, emotional regulation is crucial for building resilience. This involves learning to identify, understand, and manage your emotions effectively. It's not about suppressing or ignoring difficult emotions, but rather about developing healthy coping mechanisms to navigate them. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness meditation, and progressive muscle relaxation can help to calm the nervous system and reduce feelings of anxiety and overwhelm. Journaling can also be a valuable tool for processing emotions, allowing you to externalize your feelings and gain a clearer perspective on them. Regular exercise, spending time in nature, and engaging in hobbies you enjoy can also contribute to emotional well-being and resilience. Understanding your personal triggers and developing strategies for managing your emotional responses are vital steps in building emotional regulation skills. Beyond cognitive and emotional strategies, proactive self-care is essential for building resilience. This involves prioritizing activities that support your physical, mental, and emotional health. This includes getting sufficient sleep, eating a healthy diet, engaging in regular exercise, and maintaining strong social connections. Social support acts as a buffer against stress, providing a sense of belonging and emotional security. Nurturing relationships with family, friends, and community members provides a crucial network of support during challenging times. This support system doesn't need to be large. Even one or two trusted individuals can make a significant difference in your ability to cope with adversity. Furthermore, setting realistic goals and breaking down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps can alleviate feelings of overwhelm and build a sense of accomplishment. When facing a significant challenge, it's easy to feel paralyzed by its magnitude. Breaking the challenge down into smaller, more achievable steps makes the overall goal seem less daunting and allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. This approach fosters a sense of progress and motivation, reinforcing your belief in your ability to overcome. In addition to these practical strategies, adopting a growth mindset is crucial for building resilience. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence are not fixed but can be developed through effort and learning. This perspective contrasts with a fixed mindset, which sees abilities as inherent and unchangeable. A growth mindset encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than as threats to our self-worth. When faced with setbacks, individuals with a growth mindset are more likely to persevere, learn from their mistakes, and emerge stronger from the experience. Cultivating a growth mindset involves actively challenging negative self-talk, focusing on effort rather than outcome, and embracing new learning opportunities. Moreover, fostering self-compassion is a critical element of resilience. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend facing similar challenges. It involves acknowledging your suffering without judgment, recognizing that you are not alone in your struggles, and reminding yourself of your inherent worth. Self-criticism and self-blame can exacerbate feelings of stress and anxiety, hindering your ability to cope with adversity. In contrast, self-compassion promotes emotional healing and fosters a sense of self-acceptance, making it easier to navigate life's challenges. Beyond personal strategies, seeking professional support is crucial when facing significant challenges. Therapists and counselors provide a safe and supportive space to process emotions, develop coping strategies, and gain a new perspective on challenging situations. Therapy can be particularly beneficial for individuals struggling with trauma, depression, anxiety, or other mental health conditions. It offers a structured approach to addressing underlying issues that may be contributing to difficulties in coping with life's challenges. Accessing professional support is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and self-awareness. Finally, recognizing the cyclical nature of life and the inevitability of both hardship and joy is essential for fostering resilience. Life is not a linear progression of constant happiness and success. It's a dynamic interplay of highs and lows, triumphs and setbacks. Accepting this reality allows us to navigate challenges with greater equanimity, knowing that difficult times will eventually pass, and that new opportunities for growth and happiness will emerge. This perspective doesn't diminish the impact of adversity. Rather, it provides a framework for understanding it within the broader context of life's journey. Resilience is not about eliminating hardship, but about cultivating the inner strength to weather the storms and emerge stronger on the other side. It is a process of continuous growth, adaptation, and learning. By embracing these strategies and consistently working towards building resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with greater grace, fortitude, and ultimately, a deeper appreciation for the human experience. The journey towards resilience is ongoing, requiring continuous self-reflection and adaptation. It is a journey of self-discovery, leading to a more profound understanding of our capabilities and the human spirit's remarkable capacity to overcome adversity. The journey towards a meaningful life is not solely defined by accomplishments or external validation. It's profoundly shaped by our internal landscape, our self-perception, our capacity for self-compassion, and our acceptance of our inherent imperfections. While resilience equips us to navigate life's inevitable challenges, self-compassion provides the emotional bedrock upon which resilience thrives. It's the gentle, understanding voice within that acknowledges our suffering, validates our struggles, and reminds us of our intrinsic worth, regardless of our failures or shortcomings. Self-compassion, unlike self-esteem, isn't contingent upon achieving specific goals or adhering to societal expectations. Self-esteem is often fragile, fluctuating with external circumstances and achievements. A successful presentation boosts self-esteem, while a setback can shatter it. Self-compassion, however, is a more stable and enduring quality. It's the unwavering belief in your inherent worthiness as a human being, irrespective of your accomplishments or failures. It's about recognizing that everyone experiences suffering, imperfection, and moments of inadequacy. It's the human condition. Cultivating self-compassion involves a multifaceted approach. One powerful technique is mindful self-awareness. This involves paying attention to your inner world without judgment. When faced with difficult emotions or setbacks, instead of immediately resorting to self-criticism, take a moment to observe your feelings without labeling them as good or bad. Simply acknowledge their presence. Notice the physical sensations associated with your emotions, the tightness in your chest, the knot in your stomach, the rapid heartbeat. This act of mindful observation creates a space between you and your emotions, allowing you to respond to them with greater understanding and compassion rather than reactive negativity. Another crucial aspect of self-compassion is self-kindness. Imagine a close friend confiding in you about a difficult experience. You wouldn't berate them or criticize their shortcomings. You would offer empathy, understanding, and support. Self-kindness requires extending this same compassion towards yourself. When you make a mistake or experience a setback, treat yourself with the same understanding and gentleness you would offer a friend. Avoid harsh self-criticism and instead offer words of encouragement and support. Remind yourself that you are human, that everyone makes mistakes, and that this experience is a learning opportunity. Furthermore, self-compassion involves recognizing your shared humanity. We often isolate ourselves in our suffering, believing that our experiences are unique and that nobody else understands. However, the truth is that everyone experiences setbacks, disappointments, and moments of inadequacy. Remembering that you are not alone in your struggles can provide immense comfort and reduce feelings of isolation. Connecting with others who have faced similar challenges can foster a sense of belonging and shared experience, reminding us that we are not alone in our imperfections. Beyond these core components, practical exercises can significantly enhance your capacity for self-compassion. Mindfulness meditation, for instance, can help to cultivate a sense of self-awareness and acceptance. By focusing on the present moment without judgment, you become more attuned to your inner world and less likely to engage in self-criticism. Journaling can also be a valuable tool for fostering self-compassion. Write about your experiences, emotions, and thoughts without judgment. Explore your self-talk and identify areas where you might be engaging in self-criticism. Reframe these negative thoughts by replacing them with more compassionate and self-accepting ones. Cognitive restructuring is another powerful technique. This involves identifying and challenging negative thought patterns that fuel self-criticism. For instance, if you make a mistake at work, you might automatically think, "I'm such a failure. I'll never succeed." Cognitive restructuring encourages you to challenge this thought. Ask yourself, is this thought truly accurate? What evidence supports it? What are alternative interpretations of the situation? A more balanced perspective might be, I made a mistake, but it doesn't define me. I can learn from this experience and do better next time. Self-acceptance is intrinsically linked to self-compassion. It's about accepting yourself completely, flaws and all. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behaviors or neglecting personal growth. It means acknowledging and accepting your imperfections without judgment. It means embracing your strengths and weaknesses, your vulnerabilities and resilience. It's about recognizing that you are a work in progress, a constantly evolving being, and that this process is inherently imperfect. Many people struggle with self-acceptance due to societal pressures and ingrained beliefs about perfection. We are constantly bombarded with images of idealized beauty, success, and happiness, which often leave us feeling inadequate and self-critical. Self-acceptance requires challenging these external pressures and cultivating a more realistic and compassionate self-image. It's about valuing your intrinsic worth, regardless of external validation or societal expectations. Cultivating self-acceptance often involves actively challenging negative self-talk. Notice the internal dialogue you engage in and identify any negative or self-critical patterns. When you catch yourself engaging in self-criticism, gently challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it based on facts or assumptions? What would I tell a friend who was thinking this way? Engaging in self-compassionate actions can also enhance self-acceptance. Practice acts of self-care that nourish your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. This could involve anything from taking a relaxing bath to spending time in nature to pursuing a hobby you enjoy. These acts of self-care demonstrate your commitment to your own well-being, reinforcing your self-worth and fostering self-acceptance. Furthermore, setting realistic goals and celebrating small victories is crucial for self-acceptance. Perfectionism is often a major obstacle to self-acceptance. It leads to self-criticism and disappointment when we inevitably fall short of our unrealistic expectations. By setting realistic goals and celebrating small victories, you build self-confidence and reduce self-criticism. Acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small, and appreciate your progress along the way. The path towards self-compassion and self-acceptance is a continuous journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing self-reflection, practice, and patience. There will be moments when self-criticism resurfaces, and that's okay. The key is to recognize these moments, to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, and to gently redirect your focus towards self-compassion. By consistently nurturing self-compassion and self-acceptance, you create a foundation for emotional well-being, resilience, and a more meaningful life. It's a journey of self-discovery, leading to a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world, ultimately enhancing your capacity for connection, empathy, and contribution to something larger than yourself. The rewards are profound, leading to greater contentment, stronger relationships, and a richer appreciation for the human experience in all its complexity and beauty. It is a process of continuous growth, learning, and self-discovery, a path paved with both challenges and profound moments of self-understanding. Building and nurturing meaningful relationships is not merely a social activity, it's a fundamental pillar supporting a life rich in purpose and joy. These connections act as buffers against life's inevitable storms, providing emotional sustenance and a sense of belonging that transcends individual struggles. The depth and quality of our relationships profoundly impact our overall well-being, influencing our mental health, resilience, and even our physical health. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been consistently linked to increased risks of various health problems, highlighting the critical role of social connection in maintaining. The first step towards fostering meaningful connections involves self-awareness. Understanding our own needs, values, and communication styles is crucial for building healthy and fulfilling relationships. Are we introverts or extroverts? Do we thrive in large groups or prefer intimate settings? Identifying our relational preferences allows us to choose environments and activities that align with our personality, increasing the likelihood of forming genuine connections. Furthermore, self-awareness allows us to recognize our own emotional triggers and patterns of behavior in relationships, enabling us to address potential conflict constructively. For instance, if we tend to become defensive when criticized, understanding this tendency allows us to approach such situations with greater self-control and empathy, preventing unnecessary misunderstandings. Active listening is another cornerstone of meaningful connection. It's more than just hearing what someone says. It involves fully engaging with the speaker, demonstrating genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings. This requires putting aside our own agenda, minimizing distractions, and focusing on understanding the other person's perspective. Nonverbal cues, such as maintaining eye contact, nodding, and mirroring body language, further demonstrate our attentiveness and respect. Beyond merely hearing words, active listening involves seeking clarification, asking thoughtful questions, and reflecting back the speaker's feelings to ensure accurate understanding. For example, if a friend shares their anxieties about a job interview, An active listener wouldn't interrupt with advice, but might respond, "It sounds like you're feeling quite anxious about the interview. Can you tell me more about what's causing you the most concern?" Effective communication is about more than just conveying information. It's about creating shared understanding and fostering mutual respect. Clear and concise language, free of jargon or ambiguity, is paramount. Furthermore, emotional intelligence plays a significant role. It's the ability to understand and manage our own emotions, and to empathize with the feelings of others. This enables us to express our needs and concerns constructively, even in challenging situations, avoiding accusatory or judgmental language. For instance, instead of saying, "You always make me feel bad," a more constructive approach might be, "I felt hurt when this happened, and I'd appreciate it if we could talk about it." Empathy, the capacity to understand and share the feelings of another, is an essential ingredient in meaningful relationships. It involves stepping into the other person's shoes, attempting to see the world from their perspective, and acknowledging their emotional experience. Empathy isn't about agreeing with someone's viewpoint. It's about validating their feelings and demonstrating that you understand their experience. This is crucial in building trust and fostering deeper connections, particularly during moments of conflict or vulnerability. When we genuinely empathize with someone's struggles, it creates a safe space for vulnerability and authentic expression, strengthening the bond between individuals. Cultivating trust is a gradual process that requires consistent effort and mutual respect. It involves being reliable, honest, and transparent in our interactions. Keeping promises, even small ones, demonstrates our commitment to the relationship and builds confidence in the other person. Vulnerability, while often uncomfortable, is crucial for building deep trust. Sharing our thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities makes us more relatable and fosters a sense of intimacy. This doesn't imply sharing everything with everyone. It involves selectively sharing personal information with individuals we trust and who have earned our confidence. Forgiveness, while challenging, is essential for maintaining healthy relationships. Holding on to resentment and anger only harms ourselves and damages the connection with others. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It's about releasing the burden of anger and resentment and allowing ourselves to move forward. It requires empathy, understanding, and a willingness to let go of past hurts. This can involve both forgiving others and forgiving ourselves for our own mistakes. Forgiveness isn't a sign of weakness, but a testament to emotional maturity and the desire for healthy relationships. Maintaining meaningful relationships requires consistent effort and nurturing. This means actively engaging with our loved ones, dedicating time for quality interactions, and making an effort to stay connected, even amidst busy schedules. Regular communication, even simple gestures of affection or appreciation, can strengthen bonds and prevent misunderstandings. This might involve regular phone calls, shared meals, planned activities, or simply taking time to listen and share experiences. The key is to prioritize these connections and demonstrate that we value the relationships we have. Beyond our immediate circle of family and friends, broader social connections also contribute significantly to a meaningful life. Participating in community activities, joining clubs or groups based on shared interests, or volunteering can expand our social circles and provide a sense of belonging. These activities offer opportunities to meet new people, learn new skills, and contribute to something larger than ourselves, enhancing our sense of purpose and fulfillment. Engaging with diverse groups can expose us to different perspectives and broaden our understanding of the world, enriching our personal growth. The digital age presents both opportunities and challenges for building and maintaining relationships. While social media can connect us with people across geographical boundaries, it's crucial to maintain a healthy balance. Excessive reliance on digital communication can detract from face-to-face interactions, which are essential for building genuine connections. It's important to consciously prioritize in-person interactions and use technology as a supplement rather than a replacement for real-life relationships. Furthermore, we must be mindful of the curated nature of online interactions and avoid comparing ourselves to others' idealized presentations of their lives. Finally, seeking professional support when facing challenges in our relationships can be incredibly beneficial. Therapists and counselors can provide guidance and support in navigating complex relational dynamics, improving communication skills, and resolving conflicts. They offer a safe and neutral space to explore personal issues, gain self-awareness, and develop healthier relational patterns. This isn't a sign of weakness, but an investment in personal growth and the health of our relationships. By actively nurturing our connections with others, we create a supportive network that enhances our emotional well-being, fosters resilience, and contributes significantly to a life rich in meaning and purpose. The journey towards meaningful connections is an ongoing process, requiring continuous effort, self-reflection, and a commitment to cultivating healthy and fulfilling relationships. Living a life of purpose and contribution isn't about achieving some grand, singular accomplishment. It's about weaving a consistent thread of meaning through the fabric of our daily existence. It's about aligning our actions with our deepest values, recognizing our unique talents, and harnessing our energies to contribute positively to the world around us. This journey begins with a profound act of self-discovery, identifying what truly matters to us. This introspection isn't a fleeting exercise. It's an ongoing process of self-reflection and recalibration. Start by asking fundamental questions. What are my core values? What brings me genuine joy and fulfillment? What unique skills or talents do I possess? What problems or injustices in the world resonate deeply with me? These questions might lead you down unexpected paths, challenging preconceived notions about your purpose and revealing hidden passions. Perhaps you've always felt a pull towards social justice, or maybe you're drawn to the creative arts, or you find immense satisfaction in helping others. The answers, however diverse, hold the key to unlocking a life infused with genuine meaning. Consider keeping a journal dedicated to this exploration. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Reflect on moments when you felt most alive, most engaged, most fulfilled. What circumstances contributed to those feelings? What actions did you take? What qualities did you embody? By analyzing these experiences, you'll begin to discern patterns and uncover clues about your inherent passions and strengths. These insights will become the bedrock upon which you can construct a life aligned with your authentic self. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. Living a purposeful life isn't a destination, but a journey. It's a series of choices, each contributing to a larger narrative. Even seemingly insignificant actions can hold profound significance when aligned with your values. For example, if compassion is a core value, perhaps you dedicate time each week to volunteering at a local soup kitchen, or you make a conscious effort to extend kindness to those you encounter in your daily life. These seemingly small gestures accumulate over time, creating a ripple effect of positive change. If environmental sustainability is a concern, perhaps you adopt eco-friendly practices in your home or advocate for environmental policies in your community. These actions, however modest, embody a commitment to a larger cause. Identifying your passions isn't solely about identifying your hobbies or interests. It's about connecting those interests to your values and finding ways to express them in a manner that contributes to the wider world. Let's say you have a passion for photography. You could simply pursue it as a personal hobby, but you could also explore ways to use your talent to benefit others. Perhaps you could volunteer to photograph events for a local charity, or document the beauty of nature to raise awareness about environmental conservation. By integrating your passion with your values, you create a synergy that transforms a personal interest into a purposeful endeavor. Contribution doesn't always require grand gestures. It can manifest in the seemingly mundane aspects of daily life. It can be found in the kindness you extend to a stranger, the support you offer a friend, the diligent work you perform in your chosen profession, or the positive impact you have on your community. Every positive interaction, every act of service, every contribution to your work enhances the overall quality of life for yourself and those around you. Your efforts contribute to the collective good. The impact may not always be immediately visible, but it contributes to the overall betterment of society. Remember, a life of purpose is not defined solely by external achievements, but by the internal satisfaction and fulfillment derived from aligning actions with values and contributing positively to the lives of others. Furthermore, consider the concept of flow, as described by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Flow refers to a state of complete absorption and focus on an activity, where time seems to melt away and we experience a profound sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Finding activities that induce a state of flow can be a powerful way to identify our passions and discover our purpose. These activities are often those that challenge us, but are also within our skill set. They require our full attention and engagement, leading to a deep sense of accomplishment and consider exploring different avenues of contribution. Volunteering your time or talents to a cause you believe in is a powerful way to connect with a larger purpose. Whether it's working with the homeless, tutoring underprivileged children, or contributing to environmental conservation efforts, volunteering offers a tangible way to make a difference. Joining community organizations, advocating for social justice, or actively participating in civic life can also provide opportunities for meaningful contribution. The key is to find avenues that resonate with your values and passions, allowing you to contribute in a way that aligns with your authentic self. Beyond external contributions, consider the importance of self-care and personal growth in living a purposeful life. Burnout is a real threat, especially when we're deeply invested in making a positive impact on the world. It's crucial to prioritize activities that replenish our energy, nourish our minds, and strengthen our resilience. This might involve practicing mindfulness, engaging in physical exercise, spending time in nature, connecting with loved ones, or pursuing personal hobbies. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for sustaining our ability to contribute meaningfully over the long term. Regular self-reflection allows you to assess your progress, identify areas for improvement, and adjust your course when necessary. Remember that the search for purpose is a lifelong journey. It's not a destination you arrive at and then remain static. Your values, passions, and priorities might evolve over time, and that's perfectly acceptable. Embrace change as an opportunity for growth and exploration. Life's experiences inevitably shape our perspectives, and it's natural for our sense of purpose to adapt and evolve alongside our personal transformation. Be open to new challenges, new experiences, and new opportunities to contribute. The path towards a meaningful life is a dynamic one, filled with continuous learning, self-discovery, and the ongoing refinement of our values and purpose. Embrace the journey and trust that your unique contribution to the world is invaluable. The impact you make, however small it may seem, ripples outwards, creating a positive effect far beyond your immediate reach. And that, in itself, is the essence of living a life infused with true purpose and lasting significance.